I am keeping crossplay off when it comes to Black Ops Cold War. Now,
And that's completely your choice to make. I think most of my viewers know I have no problem with people who have different opinions or do different things than me, as long as you don't back up those opinions and things with justification that's nonsense, or justification that's untrue. I wonder why I'm showing you this video.
I kept crossplay on throughout the entirety of Modern Warfare 2019.
Well, wow, you just sound like you've been through the ringer, huh?
And there's a couple really simple reasons for this. I've tried to record this before and it went on way too long.
Your video's going too long? What? No.
I'm gonna try to condense this down, so pray for me. In Modern Warfare, the time to kill is so snappy, so fast. Catching somebody off guard means you caught them off guard.
Well, I mean, Black Ops Cold War still has a really fast time to kill, but, you know.
And the likelihood of them winning the gunfight after you start putting bullets into them is pretty slim unless you start to miss.
Yes, and this is a problem with the game design, just saying. Gunfights should not be dictated by whoever shot first.
I know, even with lock-on aimbot, my controller still somehow misses targets by mere millimeters. I really need to get my aim assist tuned so that it's more like the aimbot that Dr. Disrespect complains about, but oh well.
Holy shit. I honestly can't tell if you're being hyperbolic about this or if you actually do think this is how PC players see aim assist. So let me just clue you in. When PC players complain about aim assist, we are not saying it is a literal aimbot. We are saying it is a device that takes a lot of the skill out of the engagement, because that's what it is. On a mouse and keyboard, and on controller games, you know, up until the last few years, you had to learn how to track. You had to learn how to predict movements. You had to learn how to anticipate where someone was going to be, what moves somebody was going to make, and it made the game more skill-based. In the last few years, aim assist has been getting increasingly stronger across the board on pretty much every first-person shooter I can think of, to the point that you have stuff like this. To the point that L2 spam has become just a legitimate strategy in certain games. Like, we can acknowledge that the mouse and keyboard has advantages over the controller, but we also need to acknowledge that aim assist this strong takes skill out of the engagement. When PC players complain about aim assist, we're not saying they have literal aimbot. We're saying they have a crutch, because they do. And second of all, did you really just bring up Dr. Disrespect as an example of PC gamers? Dr. Disrespect. Jesus Christ.
Even though I am well aware of the benefits to playing on a PC. You know, people were using higher FOVs on PC, mouse and keyboard is far more precise.
All of those things are on console now. Higher FOV, higher refresh rates, mouse and keyboard support, it's on consoles now. That's not really... What?
They could be playing on ultra-wide monitors, high refresh rates. You know, I get it. It's just a better place to play many games.
No, every game. You say, oh, higher refresh rate, higher frame rates, higher FOV, better mouse and keyboard support. It's better for some games. In what universe does that not make literally every game better?
But me, as somebody who's just comfortable playing Call of Duty on console, I'm pretty damn good at Call of Duty on PC.
Let me just play that sentence again.
But me, as somebody who's just comfortable playing Call of Duty on console, I'm pretty damn good at Call of Duty on PC.
What the hell does that mean?
Not gonna lie, my PC skills have absolutely skyrocketed.
And yet here we are, about to talk shit about PC for 5 minutes. Or 6 minutes.
And the way I know this is because I'm not amazing, but even if I don't play a PC shooter for months, I'll hop onto one and I pick it up like I never put it down. Like, I just don't have trouble playing on PC. My FPS career unofficially started on PC with games like Paradise Paintball, Combat Arms, Operation 7?
Well, that's all well and good, and I'm really, really proud of you. But I kind of just, I don't want to say I don't believe you, but I mean, I don't believe you. The way that you talk about the PC, the way that you talk about crossplay, the way that you talk about these things versus the experience you claim to have, I just don't believe you. No.
I don't remember what that game was exactly called, but it was another free-to-play online FPS game. Either way, old Counter-Strike games, classic Battlefield games, Halo 1, I just played PC games. That's all I did. So when I went to console, I just sort of enjoyed the more comfortable, carefree nature of it.
Look, it's early right now. It's 7:50 a.m. I'm on my first cup of coffee. The nice Colorado breeze is floating through my living room, brushing against my legs, which are not covered right now. I could get into the reasons why this sentence is just kind of dumb, but I have, you know, not to exaggerate, but about 60,000 videos on my channel already explaining these things. This is why I don't think you're a PC gamer. As much as you claim to be a PC gamer, as much as you claim to be, oh, I play on PC all the time, it doesn't sound like it. And it's going to get worse as this video goes on.
And that's just where I play COD now, almost just by tradition.
By tradition, you said you were on PC before. So that's not tradition.
And the fact that consoles are now at the level of gaming PCs, not in terms of flexibility, but in terms of raw horsepower.
Wait, I need to listen to that again. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
And the fact that consoles are now at the level of gaming PCs, not in terms of flexibility, but in terms of raw horsepower.
Jesus Christ. Again, I don't believe you're a PC gamer. I don't believe you're a PC gamer. Consoles are not at the level of PCs in terms of horsepower. You're right. They're certainly not there in terms of flexibility. But yeah, no, have fun playing games above 120 FPS this generation. Have fun even getting games to 120 FPS in a lot of cases. Have fun adjusting your graphics settings. Have fun getting 4K 60. Have fun getting 4K 120. No, they're not. No. Stop. You're padding the video, and it's really making you sound uninformed.
And then I have the Elite controller, which is a big step up from my old Xbox 360 controller.
You can use the Elite controller on a PC.
It's just a nicer place to play.
Because of the amazing evidence I've given that is incorrect.
And when I can play on a nice 4K HDR television, a nice QLED TV with my Xbox outputting at native 4K 60 FPS, I'm just excited to do that.
Fact checking. Native 4K 60 FPS on Black Ops Cold War. No. I also find it really interesting that you opened this video kind of poking fun at PC players for not liking aim assist. And then you start talking about how the console is equal footing on the PC, but that somehow means you're turning off crossplay. You are all over the place right now. I wonder how this is going to come together.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna lie. It's exciting. It's fun.
Yeah, it's super exciting to get 4K 60. Thank you, Microsoft, for inventing 4K 60.
And I'm not going to be told that I should play on my PC, because I also get told I should get a PC when I already have one. And then when they find out I have one, they tell me to play on it. And it's like, hey, I don't go into your house and tell you what to play on, so fuck off.
Well, I mean, if you have a PC and you say these things about the PC, yeah, people are logically going to ask why you're not using it. If I told you I had a motorcycle, but I'd prefer to drive my Fiat everywhere, I think it would be fair for you to have a few questions. Also, when you say you have a gaming PC, but you choose not to use it, the first place a lot of PC players' minds go is, well, what are your specs? Is your PC actually that strong? Are you utilizing it, to its potential? Because if you have a gaming PC and it's perfectly capable of doing all these things that the console does, they're really, especially now that a lot of games have crossplay, especially now that you're a Call of Duty YouTuber and Call of Duty has crossplay and cross progression, it's a completely reasonable question to ask why you're not using that PC. We're not saying you have to use it. We're not saying we're not kicking the door in. We're not tying you down to the floor and being like, you have to use the PC. It's just you said you have a PC and you don't use it. We're just asking why.
Either way, PC has too many advantages when it comes to Cold War.
Yeah, I love crashes.
Now, I like that console players now have FOV sliders. That's a great thing. I love that. But there's an issue. The time to kill is frankly just too long.
Bro, dude. Oh my God. I'm sorry, my chair is so squeaky. Every time I move, it's because my ass is huge. It's because I squat so much, My ass is like two large rocks. The time to kill in Black Ops Cold War is not long. This is not an opinionated thing. This is not a game feel thing. The time to kill in Black Ops Cold War is not long. If you truly believe that PC has an advantage in this game because the time to kill is so long, but you didn't think that about Modern Warfare, you're dumb.
Plus, the headshot multiplier and the lack of flinch caters towards keyboard and mouse users way too much.
No, the headshot multiplier is something that was in Call of Duty on every platform for the longest time. Then they just kind of got rid of it. I mean, back in COD 4, MW2, yeah, headshot multipliers were massive. Also, flinch is a garbage mechanic meant to keep the skill gap small. I'm glad they got rid of it. Call of Duty is one of the last first-person shooters to even have a flinch mechanic. But I shouldn't be surprised, because earlier in this video, you implied that it was a good thing in Modern Warfare that gunfights were dictated by whoever hit the first shot. So it doesn't surprise me that you don't like flinch being removed. God forbid a first-person shooter becomes more aim-dependent.
Also, just the act of moving in Cold War, the jumping into the sliding, the drop shot grips and everything, really just caters to the snappiness of mouse and keyboard.
Get good. Literally get good.
Watching keyboard and mouse players in the kill cams when playing the Cold War beta, it was very, very apparent how different it was to use a controller. I mean, really, it was far more noticeable than when I would fight a PC player in Modern Warfare, because in Modern Warfare, again, the time to kill is so fast, and if you're not playing a really intense objective game mode, you can sort of play it casually and use cover and play methodically, so
you mean camp. Also, again, I don't understand, like, the gameplay that you're showing, too. You're using handguns and killing in 3 shots. I mean, that's how pretty much every Call of Duty game has been. That's how Modern Warfare was. Where do people get off saying that Black Ops Cold War time to kill is slow? It's not. It is extremely quick. Go play Black Ops 3, then play Black Ops Cold War. Play World War II, then play Black Ops Cold War. Play any Call of Duty game pre-Modern Warfare, and then play Black Ops Cold War. The time to kill is very fast. You think just because they have 150 health, like, oh, 150 health, the time to kill is very slow, therefore. No. No. The time to kill in this game is very quick. It's part of the reason I don't like it, because I feel like my accuracy hardly even matters in this game. That's why I didn't buy it.
No matter how good the PC player is, catching them off guard is just, again, they're caught off guard.
You remind me of something someone else said in a video a while back. What was it?
Not saying that you can't kill a PC player if you're a console player. Yeah. I'm sure, if you sneak up on them, shoot them from behind, you know what I'm saying? Catch them when they're not looking. You can definitely get the kill. Sometimes you might even get lucky.
This mentality that so many console players have is so counterproductive. It's so unhelpful. And yes, you are absolutely never going to get better at this game if you have this mentality. And I find it extra ironic coming from you, because let's look at some of your other videos. And now here you are just tapping out of this game because some people can use mouse and keyboard. I mean, you said it yourself, the console has FOV sliders now. Console has higher refresh rates now. Really, it's just a matter of input device. And the consoles have mouse and keyboard support now too. This is why I don't believe you're a PC gamer. And it's why a lot of people weren't really buying into this video either. This sounds like you just needed something to bitch about for 9 minutes. And you somehow didn't expect people to come after you for it. The time to kill in Black Ops Cold War is fast. It's not technically as fast as Modern Warfare, but it's fast. Also, if you get good at the game, you can keep up with mouse and keyboard just fine. You haven't actually given exact reasons why mouse and keyboard has an advantage here. You're just saying, oh, you can tell by the way they move. Okay. I mean, I can tell when someone's on controller by the way they move. That doesn't mean they're automatically better or worse. It's differences in input device, and you haven't given a reason why one is objectively superior. It sounds like you just got clapped by a few PC players and now you needed something to whine about.
I did not enjoy battling PC players during the beta. In a game where you're gonna soak up that many bullets and you're not even gonna flinch as you're soaking up those bullets.
Okay, look, do I have to show you footage of Black Ops Cold War? What do you mean soak up bullets? Look at this. Look at that. Like, look at this. How is this soaking up bullets? Like, I don't even care if people dislike the video. If you think Black Ops Cold War has a long time to kill, you're just kind of dumb. It's not long at all. You only think it's long because someone told you it was long. There's a penis joke in here, and I'm not going to make it.
I really don't want to fight you when you have the precision of a mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard is more precise.
Yes, mouse and keyboard is more precise. That doesn't mean everyone is a god on mouse and keyboard. I'm fucking tired of hearing this. Just because somebody owns a Ferrari doesn't mean they race it. Just because somebody owns a football helmet doesn't mean they played in the NFL. Just because somebody plays on PC doesn't mean they have the precision of Shroud or Huskers. Is a mouse and keyboard more precise in terms of technical capabilities? Yes. Is it easy to take advantage of that precision? No. You have to learn to take advantage of it, just like how you have to learn how to get better with the controller. I mean, you yourself said you played on PC. Again, I don't believe you, but you should know this.
Mouse and keyboard is better when it comes to longer time to kills. It's also better for controlling recoil.
Yes, that's true. It is easier to control recoil on mouse and keyboard. I'll give you that. It's a lot easier to control mouse and keyboard recoil. That's why the aim assist in this game and Modern Warfare are so strong, to help keep the playing field a little more even. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to talk about aim. Sorry. I wasn't supposed to talk about aim assist, my bad. That's just like the thing that you're not allowed to talk about if you're a COD YouTuber. That's like the rules of COD YouTubers now. You can talk shit about PC, you can talk shit about the game, but you're not allowed to bring up aim assist.
Recoil is something that Black Ops Cold War really didn't have. When you can outfit your gun with 5 to 8 attachments, no, I'm not really worried about recoil, and a PC player definitely isn't going to be worried about recoil.
I mean, I'm a PC player. I think about recoil. I mean, I don't play Black Ops Cold War because it's a piece of shit game. But I mean, I play Warzone. I play Apex. Like, I play Valorant. I play a lot of shooters. We still think about recoil. It's just different kinds. The way you control recoil on a thumbstick is different from the way you control recoil on a mouse. That's actually why I really like the attachment system in Black Ops and Warzone, because it allows me to finer tune the recoil to a certain pattern that's easier for my hand to control. It's the same way that if you look at controller players' builds in Warzone, they're different from a mouse and keyboard player's build, because we're just outfitting the recoil in ways that's easier for our device to handle. That doesn't mean there's no recoil on PC. Yes, it's easier to control the recoil. Maybe you should get better at doing that.
My XM4 setup that I was using during the beta was 0 recoil, very intuitive, very controllable. That with a mouse is essentially just a point-and-click adventure.
I'm sorry, you just said that you were using a gun with no recoil on a controller, but now you're saying it's point-and-click on a mouse and keyboard? Do you realize this doesn't make sense? You said you were using a gun on a controller with no recoil, but that's somehow even less recoil on a mouse and keyboard. You are desperate.
Console controllers are just a clunkier way of controlling video games overall.
Oh, I'm sorry, didn't you say that consoles were like on par with PC on everything earlier in this video? And now you're saying that console controllers are clunkier. Interesting, very interesting.
Compared to mouse and keyboard, I'm well aware of this. The nice thing about Call of Duty is that Call of Duty always makes me forget that. It's so snappy and intuitive, it's designed to make it feel like the controller's not even in your hand.
What?
And I love that about COD. And in an equal playing field where everybody has a controller.
This guy's been talking all about how terrible mouse and keyboard is. Oh, well, mouse and keyboard are so bad. Well, but not me. I'm a good player. Can we just play this clip again?
And I love that about COD. And in an equal playing field where everybody has a controller.
My guy, he's standing still and you missed him twice. You didn't even adjust your shot after the first miss. And now you're going to talk about how a certain platform is objectively less skill-based? Like, are you sure this video isn't just because you got fucking disrobed by PC players? You just don't want to admit that because you're a COD YouTuber and you can never admit that you're not actually that good at the game?
Or at least everybody's playing on the same, box or ecosystem of boxes.
Yes, but there's mouse and keyboard support on those boxes now, so your point really doesn't even make sense anymore.
It doesn't bother me at all. I don't sit there going, God, I wish I was playing this on PC, especially with the visuals we're getting on console now. I don't look at my game and go, this would be better on PC.
I mean, I do. Even with Black Ops Cold War, I do. Because Black Ops Cold War has a lot of visual aspects that I would like to adjust. Yes, the game looks nice. I agree, the game looks very nice, but the shadows are kind of too strong. There's a lot of effort being put on textures that I don't think need to be there for the sake of higher frames. This is why graphic settings are a nice thing, but apparently we're not supposed to talk about that.
Now that we have an FOV slider, it's like, fuck it. It's just making my console experience better.
You want the positive aspects of a PC experience, but you don't actually want to play on PC. And, I mean, it's not super difficult to see why you don't want that.
And I own Black Ops 2, 3, and 4 on PC. I know how much more accurate I can be on PC, but when I'm playing on console, it just doesn't bother me. I wish it did. Maybe in a couple of years, I'll be like, fuck it. Mouse and keyboard's better, that's where I'm gonna be. Maybe when I get my new desk set up in my room and a new office chair, I'll just become a PC gamer.
Yeah, because a new desk and chair is going to change the architecture of a PC. I mean, you still haven't brought up your specs or, what you even use your PC. Jesus Christ, I hate this is terrible. It really does feel like a PC player beat you and now you're just like rambling for 9 minutes. I'd also like to point out that you're saying you're keeping crossplay turned off for this game because of PC. I mean, do I have to list out the consoles that this game is on? And you're really going to limit yourself to just one of them because PC bad? I mean, this game has strict skill-based matchmaking. You're going to get clapped regardless of the platform people are on. It's almost like people can be good on any platform.
Jury's still out. But as of my experience in the beta and alpha of Cold War, fuck it. No, I'm not dealing with keyboard and mouse users. A player who's not flinching when they're getting shot has an easier chance of retaliating to you. That's why you always run toughness when you play Black Ops 2.
I mean, I didn't.
Or focus when you play Call of Duty Ghosts.
I mean, I didn't.
Because the chances of you winning the gunfight go down considerably once you flinch a lot. So I always like a little bit of flinch in my game, so that way, bullets have more impact, but you're not completely stealing the person's ability to fight back.
Jesus Christ. Let's just go through this. You contradicted yourself in the same sentence, and it always blows my mind when I see this from people. Like, do you not listen to the things you're saying? You said flinch dramatically decreases your ability to win a gunfight. But then you say you like flinch being in the game. Buddy, this is inherently not skill-based. But, I mean, you're also implying that the lack of flinch makes PC players more accurate, but does not make controller players more accurate? The lack of flinch makes everybody more accurate. It makes the game more skill-based. But the Call of Duty community is full of people who are it's still full of all those swag 420 super sweat bros who just want any advantage they can. Modern Warfare gunfights greatly favored whoever hit the first shot. In fact, a lot of Call of Duty games were like that. A lot of recent Call of Duty games were like that. They didn't used to be quite as much like this, and it's always kind of been like this, but the last few years especially, Call of Duty gunfights have greatly favored whoever hit the first shot. Black Ops Cold War does not, and this upsets you. Get good.
It's a good middle ground.
No, there's no middle ground with flinch. Flinch is an inherently uncompetitive mechanic, and it should be removed from every shooter.
Because when they aren't having their sights flinched at all, and they have the precision and speed of a mouse, hell fucking no.
It's like you have no confidence in controller players to actually be good at the game. And if mouse and keyboard is so great, why don't you play on PC? I know it like hurts your feelings whenever you tell people you have a PC and then just choose not to use it, even though you're saying it has all these great advantages. Do you not want to play with people who also have those advantages? Because if everybody has them, they're not advantages. It's just a level playing field. But do you not want that? I mean, you want flinch in the game, so clearly you don't want a level playing field in a competitive multiplayer shooter. This is a really telling video for you. And look, I like the one boom is the thing. That's how I found this video. I like this channel. But, God, man, your attitude with certain things just has always irked me.
Especially when you have DMRs in this game that can two-shot.
That's in every Call of Duty game.
Or sniper rifles that can run red dot sights.
That's in every Call of Duty game.
No, I don't want to land 3 out of the 4 shots I need, or 4 out of the 5 shots I need.
Wait, I thought you said it was 2.
And then just get boinked in the head.
So use the stronger guns and aim better?
That is just the last thing I want. You know, Black Ops Cold War is already going to have a very stagnant meta of whatever is the highest DPS weapon. We see this in every Call of Duty. That is going to be accentuated by the longer time to kill and lack of flinch.
See, I just don't see this. Like, I just don't see it. It really feels like you're scraping the bottom of the barrel for any kind of excuse. You can't keep up with certain players in this game. You see there's crossplay. Oh, it's PC players. It's their fault. Like, what? I've said this before, but the vast, vast majority of people who play Call of Duty are on console. And there's skill-based matchmaking. So, first of all, if you're getting clapped by people with crossplay on, there's a really good chance it's all console players, 1. There's a really good chance they're in your skill bracket and you need to get better, 2. 3, even if there was no skill-based matchmaking, even if crossplay was permanent and it was all platforms all the time, always matchmaking, you would still not run into very many PC players because in the grand pool of Call of Duty players, they're not that many. Most of us are on Warzone because we have better standards.
You don't want to fuck around with 50-50 gunfights.
I mean, 50-50 gunfights are literally a part of Call of Duty. Like, the phrase 50-50 in reference to gunfights, that's been a thing as long as I've been playing Call of Duty. You hurt someone, there's a little pause in the gunfight, and then you 50-50 the fight by taking a chance, jumping out, taking a shot, you know, risking your low health with their low health. That's not even just a Call of Duty thing. That's an every shooter thing. You really don't want a level playing field in multiplayer shooters, do you?
People are going to be jump shotting, drop shotting, strafing, AD spamming as much as possible to try to make themselves hard to hit.
Every single thing you just said you can do on a controller.
You're going to see a lot of crouch and slide spam.
Crouch and slide spam? Wow, I didn't know that was exclusive to PC. Thanks for letting me know that, you fucking idiot.
And then, whatever is the highest DPS gun, that is what people will use all the time.
Oh, wow, high DPS guns? I didn't know those were exclusive to PC, you fucking idiot.
Because they don't want to fuck around with getting hit markers.
Oh, hit markers are only on PC. Thanks for letting me...
That type of environment where I have to fight a PC player, no. I want that variable removed from my play session.
Because you're a pussy.
Again, I went 12 months with only turning off crossplay maybe 3 times. And I didn't leave it off because it made it harder to find games.
Oh wow, look at that. It's almost like PC is not the only aspect of crossplay.
I will put up with longer wait times. I'm not having it this year.
It really sounds like a PC player like came into your house and just like stole all your shoes. Like, you have such a personal vendetta against PC players. I just don't understand it.
Now, you might ask, Boom, what would it take for you to turn crossplay on?
A better competitive mindset.
Completely set it to be input-based, and I'll turn it on.
Isn't it already prioritized by input?
Where I just know I'm fighting a controller player. Even if they're on PC, I know it's a controller player, then fine. If I bump into a keyboard and mouse user, I'm turning it off.
Or you could just back out of the lobby. It tells you people's inputs before the game starts.
When crossplay comes to the MCC, I'm not going to be playing it on my console online.
That's a weird point to bring up. Nobody was talking about that. Also, fun fact with the MCC, when the MCC first came out on PC, aim assist was a major problem. Like, even controller players were saying aim assist is too strong. But again, I guess we're not allowed to talk about that.
Maybe against my friends that are also on console, but if I'm playing MCC online in public matches, I am playing it from my computer. I have 144 Hz FreeSync monitor. I have a nice Razer gaming mouse. Halo Reach feels buttery fucking smooth.
I mean, Halo Reach honestly doesn't feel that great on PC because of the bloom. I mean, the game itself feels fantastic with the shooting, you know. I put down Halo Reach on PC earlier than I would have liked to because I adored Halo Reach on console, but on PC, bloom has no place in a shooter. Also, it's interesting that you bring up Halo Reach, that you like Halo Reach, because Halo Reach does not have flinch.
On PC. It just does. And that is where I will play it because the longer time to kill really promotes precision.
Yes, as does every other game.
And you know what's more precise than a controller? Ha, you guessed it. Mouse.
There's another minute of the video. I really want to power through. I really want to power through this. I've been recording for 39 minutes now because I had to keep like taking pauses to think. It's really hard to respond to some videos. It's really hard to do this sometimes. It's like you're saying so many words, but you're making no points.
Last thing here. Mouse and keyboard has a giant advantage.
An advantage that you have not properly articulated.
Console players need to use their left and right sticks together to sort of walk their aim onto target.
Oh, lock their...
This is and also activate aim assist.
Aim assist.
The big aim assist pulls and rotations only come when your feet are moving.
No.
Okay? PC does not have that. A PC player can hold completely still and just still use their mouse, their right hand, and just click on people's heads.
You can stand completely still and just use your right stick to click on people's heads. Holy shit. You truly do not want competition. Also, there's a little thing in your gameplay that's just properly showing why I hate Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare's multiplayer. This is a game of team deathmatch that you're playing. It's about to hit time limit. TDM in Call of Duty is about to hit time limit. Something that never fucking happened until like the last couple games. Modern COD multiplayer is fucking awful.
That is not something you can do on console. The entire meta is different. So when the time to kill is fast and the skill gap is shortened, I don't really care what you're playing on.
So you should have no problem with this game.
My M13 is going to melt you in about 150 milliseconds if I start landing headshots.
What about the Black Ops MP5 or the Black Ops Magnum? You're using a 2-shot kill gun in this video. You're using a 2-shot kill precision weapon in your gameplay right now. I just realized that. Holy shit. You have no self-awareness.
So I don't really care. You increase that up to 200, 300 milliseconds? No, I'm done.
Yeah, you make the game more demanding on my aim, I'm done. I'm out. I'm a Call of Duty YouTuber. You want to know how to get better at a Call of Duty game? You come to me. But if this game demands aim from me, I'm out of here. I'm moving to a new house.
I don't want it. No, I don't want you to have more precision than me, and then I lose.
Yes, whoever has more precision in a gunfight should win the gunfight. Yes.
And then I think, well, maybe that was because of my platform. Maybe I got outplayed. I don't want to think about it.
Yes, you got outplayed. It had nothing to do with platform. You got outplayed.
Because even if I'm only getting outplayed, my monkey brain, when I start getting irritated, is going to go, you know what? That's a PC player. That's why I lost.
Hey, look, it's the first honest thing you've said this whole video. You have a bad mindset. And you scapegoat in a game where PC players are the vast minority of the player base.
I don't want that variable. Thank you guys so much for watching this video.
Yeah, you're done. I am getting a lot of enjoyment out of videos like this, honestly. I mean, I made a few videos about it back when Crossplay first came out for Modern Warfare, and I'm gonna start making them again for Black Ops Cold War. Call of Duty players and Call of Duty YouTubers specifically, just need scapegoats. It's really stupid. There are plenty of legitimate criticisms you can make of this game. There are plenty of legitimate criticisms you can make to the balancing of crossplay. You made none of those things anywhere. You just can't handle the fact that there is now sometimes stiffer competition. Sometimes. I like you, Boom. I used to watch you really regularly, but then you started more regularly putting out videos like this where you just kind of whine for 9 minutes because you didn't have a topic. So, that sucks.